separation of families at the border. But we have new video showing young girls being taken to a shelter facility in New York City. This was shot by our affiliate, New York One. A federal source says these girls were separated from their parents at the border. However, the woman escorting the girls says that's not the case. Also overnight, protesters gathered at New York's LaGuardia Airport, where planes were rumored to be carrying separated minors that were brought to New York to go to one of these facilities. People on the ground say they saw children being escorted to a van carrying their belongings in plastic bags. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio says at least 239 children are being taken care of at one of those facilities in Harlem. More could be throughout the city. He toured that Harlem center yesterday, was appalled at what he found out and what he saw, and he joins me now from the U.S.-Mexico border. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being here.
You're very welcome, Poppy.
We'll get in a moment to why you're at the border and what you're hoping to do there today, but just tell me what you saw in this Harlem facility.
Poppy, it was shocking. Here's a social service facility in the middle of New York City. We had gotten no notification from the U.S. government that children were being sent there from 2,000 miles away, separated from their parents, sent to someplace they didn't know, no connection to. I went in there yesterday to inspect the situation. The folks who work there, they're social service workers, are trying to help these kids. They told me there were 239 kids right that moment in that center in New York City. No one had any inkling of the scale of this. And I went to visit a classroom, about 30 or 40 young children from Guatemala, separated from their mothers or parents, trying their best to make sense of the situation. It's appalling, and we have no idea how many kids they're talking about and when they're going to see their parents again.
What is the condition? I mean, just to be clear, are all 239 of those children separated at the border because of this policy?
Yes, this was all of these kids were taken from their parents because of this new family separation policy of the Trump administration. And they're all from the southern border. So they were all sent 2,000 miles. There's a young boy, 9-year-old boy from Honduras named Eddie. He was taken from his mom at Eagle Pass, Texas, put on a bus with a federal escort to go 2,000 miles to New York City. Has no idea when he's going to see his mom again. I mean, think about the trauma. What's happening to these kids?
The conditions, I mean, what did you see in terms of their physical well-being, their mental state?
The folks who work there were trying their best to help these kids, and I admire, kids are so strong and resilient, but here's the problem. They're experiencing mental health challenges and trauma because of the separation. There's also physical health challenges. The health workers there were telling us these kids, because they were held in group facilities when they came across the border, some have lice, some have bed bugs, chicken pox, all sorts of contagious situations. And, just think of the chaos of all this, both what the kids are going through emotionally, mentally, but also, kids who unfortunately contracted some kind of disease and they're being sent to where a whole bunch of other kids are. There's no rhyme or reason to it.